What's up, everyone? Second live stream of the day. What's going on? I'm not doing anything. Let's do some live streaming. So let's go ahead and start out. Got some new slides for you guys. This one starting out, man, Jim Cramer says 2 days ago, NASDAQ futures dropping as if it's the end of the world. Oh, Jim, 2 days ago, Jim, inverse Jim Cramer all the time. Inverse Jim Cramer. I blame him, right? Always blame Jim. That's the signal here. Right here, the bottom for newbies, everything is dying. Everything is going to crap. The bottom for veterans looks something like this. Just chilling at the bottom, right? So if you've been here for any period of time, you know that this is all super normal. Bitcoin, 54. I think it was a little bit lower. It's been hovering around 54. So I want to go through this tweet really quick. Now, I didn't write this, but I want to go through this for you guys just to kind of give credit. So he says $370 million liquidated from the crypto market in the past hour. The biggest two-day drop for the Nikkei in history, surpassing Black Monday. Jump trading has likely been offloading ETH, unstaking $500 million worth past the past 2 weeks. Rumors suggest they are exiting the crypto market maker business. The U.S. tipped off the G7 that Iran might strike Israel within the next 24 hours. Yikes. Berkshire Hathaway has been dumping more shares this quarter than ever. The market's reading this, Warren Buffett's moves, as a major recession flag. Trump momentum has flipped to Kamala. Polymarket showing Trump at 52% and Kamala at 45%. The unwinding of the yen carry trade is causing a reduction in global liquidity, affecting asset prices across markets, including U.S. treasuries and crypto. And Korean financial authorities are sniffing out possible price manipulation and I guess a veil during its BitHump listing. All right, so, yep, market's red. So that's kind of the summary. War fears, recession fears, etc. So I know I just was live, kind of going over these charts really quick again. Just felt like coming on again because why not, right? Berkshire's cash pile hits a record $277 billion as it slashes Apple. Okay, so a lot of people are like, "What's going on? What does he know that we don't know?" Right? What does Warren Buffett know that we don't know? Maybe something, maybe nothing. But just to remind you guys, Warren Buffett hasn't always been right. He's not Nostradamus, right? He sold Costco. Costco has gone up 190% since. He sold McDonald's. It's up 1,400%. So it's not like he is some insanely, he's not a magician, right? Some say that he is tied in with the globalists or whatever, tied in with people that run the country, right? So maybe he does have some insider information. But again, right here, we got global money supply hitting new all-time highs, M2 money supply. That is, in general, really, really bullish. Got the Dow futures sliding more than 300 points. So yeah, this is going to hit hard tomorrow, Monday. This is going to hit really hard tomorrow, Monday. Japan stocks plunge as much as 7%, hovering near bear market territory. Asia shares extend the sell-off as well. Right? So yeah, this is going to hurt. People are going to feel it, but not a concern, not concerned right here. So Japan stock market, Nikkei's biggest two-day drop in history, worse than Black Monday in 1987. So usually the Fed will not cut rates until they broke something, and I think something broke. Korea's stock market price, massive tank right here. And Eric Balchunas of Bloomberg jokingly said, "When printer." And then a lot of people think the printer is coming, right? We will get bailed out. There will be more liquidity coming in. And that positively affects asset prices, right? So we're getting this indicator the Samuel indicator, recession indicator, it broke. People are freaked out. They're like, oh my gosh, recession is here. We will see. Diving into a couple charts really quick. I want to make this kind of a shorter live stream for you guys, and I'll answer questions. Hope you guys are doing well. Well, Bitcoin ROI after the halving. So taking out the first two market cycles, just to kind of give you some perspective here. Really quick. Perspective is good. So this is the halving cycle we're on now in green. You can see literally today, over the last couple of days, this is the drop right here. So right now we are below what we did in the last halving cycle back in 2020. So we are trending below, but this is what happened in 2020. Bitcoin ROI did over a 7.86x. And right now we are at like a 0.84, right? We're below, obviously. We're below the price of Bitcoin in May when it had its halving. That's what we're looking at here. But this is also hopefully what we see soon. So right here, we got another chart, a link below if you want to pick this up. Super awesome charts. Bitcoin year-to-date ROI. So let's take a look. 2020, 2020, we saw Bitcoin ROI go all the way to a 4x at the end of 2020. This year has been weird, guys. This year has been super, super weird. So we were trending above 2020 tremendously. And then, or now, over the last 2 days, we actually went below 2020. So right now, we are at around, if I can get my mouse on it, a little bit difficult, but, you know, we're still over what we were at the beginning of 2020. But we'll see what happens, right? I mean, this year is also obviously a presidential election, as was 2020, duh. But we could be hitting maybe some war in the Middle East. That's what a lot of people are concerned about. And also concerned about a recession. So there could be differences in this year. Hard to know until it happens, right? Right here, we can see Bitcoin logarithmic regression bands. We are still squarely right in the middle of these green bands, right? We're right here in the middle of these green bands. The last time we went below it was going to be September, October of 2023. So last year when Bitcoin was like $25,000, $26,000. And that was a great time to buy. So yeah, I mean, if we were to break these bands and go below, approximately that would be like $41,000. I mean, yeah, if we were to break 41K on Bitcoin, historically, that would be an incredible time to buy, right? An incredible time to buy. We'll see what happens. I don't expect that to happen, but anything can happen. We saw insane moves, right? We saw insane moves over the last couple days. So ETH down 20% in a day. So, I mean, if it has another 20% day, I mean, that'll take it down quite a bit. So, I mean, it could happen, but that kind of gives you some perspective, right? A little bit of perspective where we were just like 9 months ago, right? September 2023, we were below. So we will see what happens, guys. Next chart right here, crypto market cap and trend line. So we're not hitting the green. We're still just kind of hovering around this trend line here, which is pretty normal. This one, we got valuation and trend line. So we're still just kind of, again, just chilling. We were way worse or way below end of 2023. So we'll see what happens. Again, 2020 was a boring year, so 4 years ago. This year may be boring as well. So this one, Bitcoin historical risk levels. So this is why myself and a lot of other people weren't screaming at like selling when Bitcoin was higher, because here's why. So when the risk level was a 0.9, last time that happened was February of 21. Okay, so February or so of 21, Bitcoin was really, really high. Bitcoin's risk level was still pretty high, about a 0.6 or so during the kind of the second half of the bull market, right? Not in late 2021. But you haven't really seen the top of a proper bull market without it hitting at least a 0.8, 0.9, right? So that's why a lot of people, myself included, I wasn't like, yeah, I'm going to sell everything right now. We're clearly in a massive bubble. The risk is super, super high. So this one right here, this is going to be in 2017. and this one's 2021. So that kind of gives you some perspective as well, at least for myself, as to what was going on in my brain as to why I didn't really feel like selling. Also, I'm not a trader, so I'm not much of a short-term sentiment kind of seller. So let's go ahead and bring it back to the charts. I just want to do another quick one, hang out with you guys. Twitter is off the hook. Everyone's talking about stuff right now. It's truly a interesting time at the moment. Hope you guys are doing well, though. Let me go through some of the comments for you guys. No one's asking, but I'm drinking Olipop. This stuff is so good. It's like a healthy soda. Man, it's really good. All right. Yep, still alive. This sucks? Nah, it doesn't. It's cool. So, what am I doing here? Nothing. But if I had extra cash that I wanted to buy cryptos with, I'd be buying. I'd be DCAing into these dips. Absolutely. DCAing into these dips, right? That's exactly what I would be doing right now. I'm not a panic seller. I think over the next 5-7 years, even 3 to 5 years, Bitcoin's going to be way higher. Over the next year, I think Bitcoin's going to go way higher, right? So I talked about this in my last live stream, but you really have to think about what you think is going to happen. If your belief isn't very strong, then you got to build that belief, right? Should my dog buy the dip? Absolutely. I don't know if he should buy dog meme coins. Maybe he can buy Doge. Totally up to you want to ask your dog. Ask your dog what he thinks. He may want to buy some Doge or some Shiba, whatever. Yeah, I thought I would do a live stream an hour after I ended my last one, just because. What's going on, guys? Yeah, man, I do not want to see an escalated war in the Middle East. I mean, that would just be horrible for everybody. So, prayers to all innocent people around the planet, absolutely. Yeah, they will inject liquidity to basically bail out the stock market. I mean, I shared this earlier, and I think it's pretty obvious, but a really horrible stock market leading into the election cycle, leading into the actual election, it's going to be really hard for Kamala to say that she and Biden didn't create it. I mean, whether or not you believe they had a part or not, I mean, it doesn't matter. It's bad optics. So yeah, they're going to do whatever they can to win the election, including possibly pressuring the Fed to take action, which may in the short term be beneficial to the stock market, equities, and risk on assets. So we will see. Kind of soda. It's called Olipop. This is a newer flavor. This is banana cream. It's awesome, man. So very little sugar, very healthy, prebiotics. I just like it. I get it at like Whole Foods. I think they have it at Target and Walmart too. Hope you're not sick because of the market. Or actually, I hope you are sick because of the market, not actually sick. I'll put it that way. How fast can the Fed cut? Very, very fast. They can have an emergency meeting. They could take action, I think, whenever the heck they want. I think they can just do whatever they want, whenever they want. Let's take a look at the stocks really quick. I know Robinhood has been trading. Kind of overnight Robinhood trades have been pretty aggressive. A lot of downward movement as expected. So on Friday, we saw some really big moves, right? Almost 2% for freaking S&P 500 index, which is insane, right? Taking a look at this index, if I can pull it up right here. Not quite sure if I can. But yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be interesting. I'm expecting a lot of discounts. So if you are sitting on cash and you are like waiting, I mean, goodness, this is a blessing. If that is you, we will see, guys. So chat another like 5-10 minutes or so. I just wanted to kind of jump on again. 8:50 Arizona time, Pacific time. Let me know where you're calling from. Why do I sound like I'm a boomer? Let me know where you're calling from. No, you can let me know where you're watching from. And yeah, there's just this yen carry trade. It's just this huge unwinding effect, right? Where basically investors were, and you guys know this most likely, but they were borrowing at really low interest rates in Japan. They were borrowing in Japan with really low interest rates and then investing it in overseas equities and bonds. They're basically taking that money and cashing in on the difference, basically. And that is unwinding, and that could be trillions of dollars of money that basically is causing people to sell their equities, sell their U.S. equities, right? So there's a lot going on. In my last live stream, I said this felt like COVID. Honestly, this doesn't feel like COVID levels of panic. I mean, COVID levels of panic, I think, would bring Bitcoin down to like 30. Basically cut it in half within like a week. That would be like, okay, now we're in freaking panic time. Now we're in panic time, right? If Bitcoin hits 30. I love this meme though, right? The bottom for newbies, the world is ending, and the bottom for veterans is like, let's hang out, play some poker. It's all good, right? And this is mostly for people in Bitcoin. Stock market people. I mean, there were people, I hate to say it, but committing suicide in 2008, 2009 because their portfolio went down 40%. I mean, people in crypto, Bitcoin, their portfolio goes down 80% and they're like buying more. I mean, we're weirdos over here, right? We're like, I don't even know, man. We're a different breed if you over here. What's up from Canada? All right, guys. Just kind of chilling on the live stream. So basically, short-term pain doesn't really matter. Long-term, things are going up, in my opinion. Stock market's going up. NASDAQ's going up. Bitcoin mining stocks going up. Hopefully, Ionic Digital gets listed this year. No real update from that, except some creditors are getting pretty pissed off and writing to the judge about how we want to have some transparency in what's happening. There's been a lack of transparency and a lack of communication. So hopefully there is some resolution with Ionic, those of you guys in Celsius watching. So otherwise, things are looking fine. Yeah, I mean, short-term pain, long-term, I am not concerned at all. Not concerned at all. So I hope you guys are doing well mentally. Hope you guys are doing well emotionally, because this is the shit that really matters. Ionic Digital to the moon? Freaking hope so. We'll see. I was hearing that, low case, like worst case for Ionic is still like $10 a share, right? So if Ionic comes out and it's trading way below 20 and you sell, just remember that you can take losses, right? You can take a loss on that. Just got to work with your accountant on that, especially if it's a large loss. You do want to properly write that off. And I'll include a good CPA if you want to know her. She's working with Celsius people. So in the comments, you think Iran has anything to do with this? Directly related to the stock market or in the crypto market? No, I don't. Yep, took a quick break. I am back. Not much really to report. Just a lot of funny memes and just a lot of red, a lot of red in the charts. I don't really see that changing or coming back very quickly. I think when people wake up tomorrow, they're going to be like, oh crap, right? It's going to get worse. I think it's going to get worse, but it's like, am I going to sell because I think it's going to get worse? Nah, I'm not. Because again, like I'm not here to trade short term, right? I'm really not. So hopefully you guys are doing well with it all. And if this is your first cycle, I know it can be a lot, but yeah. Some more pain to come, but definitely upside to come as well. It's just a matter of like how long is it going to take to push these liquidity issues and the yen carry trade, to push all that through the system and get that out of the system, right? And then we have Jump unwinding a lot of their trades in crypto. There's a lot going on. It's kind of like a perfect storm here, a little bit like a black swan, you could say, right? So some would say, I don't think this is as severe as a black swan unless it really gets a lot worse. A lot of these things people have been seeing, like, oh, there's a lot of leverage here, right, with the yen, or this currency is really weak over here, or yeah, there's the Mt. Gox fear, and like, yeah, there may be a lot of sell pressure from Mt. Gox, or yeah, there's been a lot of these things that people have been talking about. It certainly just seems like it's a lot of things are happening all at once right now, and yeah, we'll see. Korea's getting hammered. But again, liquidity is coming, I believe, and that has historically really, really helped the market. I just really, really, really think that they're going to bail out the stock market here, guys. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Maybe they can't. Maybe they're not able to. We will see. Tomorrow will be lit. Absolutely. Wrote off your Celsius loss. Did you mentally write it off or actually wrote it off on your taxes? Either one, I hope you did. No, I do not think we will recover tomorrow. Yep, markets unwinding a bit. Banking sector is absolutely, yep, and could be great news for Bitcoin. So right now, I'll just finish here chatting for about 20 minutes. So yeah, Bitcoin is still seen as like a really risky tech stock, which is unfortunate because that's not what it is, right? Bitcoin is not some risky tech stock. It is the best savings technology on the planet. 21 million, about 3 to 4 million are lost forever. Fixed issuance schedule. You guys know the spiel. I'm not going to tell you guys. You guys know exactly what Bitcoin is. And it's like, yeah, it's really interesting how it's still seen as a risk asset, where it should be seen as the ultimate, and it will, I believe, the ultimate safe haven asset. It's where you go when everything's blowing up, like what we're seeing right now. It's where you go when you're terrified. It's where you go when you don't want to go into cash because you know inflation is going to run higher than yield, so you have to beat inflation. It's where you should go, right? And I do think that is coming. I do think that is what's going to be happening, guys. So hope you guys are doing well. I will end the stream here. Bit of a shorter one. Hope you guys are well, though. Take care, and bye for now.